Once upon a time, in a quiet little village surrounded by green fields and tall hills, there lived a young cowboy. His job was very important. Every morning, he took a flock of sheep to the grassy hills and spent the whole day watching them. The sheep were the villagers' treasure because they gave milk, wool, and food. So, everyone trusted the boy with this duty. At first, the boy did his work honestly. He led the sheep to the fresh green fields, watched them eat, and kept them safe. But as days passed, he began to feel bored and lonely. The hills were beautiful, but they were silent. There was no one to talk to, no games to play, and nothing exciting ever happened. Then, one afternoon, a naughty idea came to his mind. He thought, what if I call for help? What if I tell the villagers a wolf is coming? It will be fun to see them running up the hill. So, he stood up and shouted at the top of his voice, "Wolf! Wolf! Please help! A wolf is attacking my sheep." Hearing the boy's desperate cry, the villagers dropped everything they were doing and rushed up the hill. They carried sticks, stones, and tools to fight the wolf. But when they reached the boy, they saw no wolf. The sheep were calm, quietly grazing on the grass. The boy laughed loudly and said, "Ha ha, I tricked you all. There was no wolf." The villagers became angry. Some shook their heads, some scolded the boy, and all of them went back down to the village. A few days later, the boy grew bored again. He remembered how funny it was to see the villagers running in fear. So, he shouted once more, "Wolf! Wolf! Please help me! The wolf is here!" The villagers heard his cry again. They left their work and rushed to the hill, though some of them were doubtful this time. But when they arrived, again, there was no wolf. The boy laughed even louder than before. Now the villagers were very upset. They warned the boy, "Do not play such tricks again. If you lie once more, no one will believe you." The boy nodded, but inside he was still amused. Days later, as the sun was setting behind the mountains, a real wolf crept out of the forest. Its eyes were shining, and its teeth were sharp. The wolf rushed at the sheep, growling fiercely. Terrified, the boy shouted with all his strength, "Wolf! Wolf! Please, someone help me! A real wolf is attacking the sheep." He screamed again and again, but this time the villagers did not come. They remembered his lies and thought, he must be playing tricks again. "We will not waste our time." The boy tried to fight the wolf alone, but he was too weak. The wolf scattered the flock and killed many of the sheep. The boy sat on the ground and cried bitterly. When the villagers finally came the next morning, they saw the damage. The sheep were gone, and the boy was weeping. He begged for forgiveness, but the villagers sadly said, "Nobody believes a liar, even when he speaks the truth." The boy felt very sad. He learned a very important lesson that day. He realized honesty was more important than being amused. Friends, always speak the truth. Once you lose trust, it is very hard to gain it back.